Gonna give you a food tour of the food that I tried in Mongolia. Enjoy. Today's dedicated to food. Mongolian barbecue or whatever the fuck you eat in the US is completely not what Mongolian food is like. This soup has a layer of dumpling dough at the top, and then underneath that is potatoes and lamb. And this is the part where I realized, wow, this is really hot. And here we have a couple potatoes, some carrots, and some dumpling dough that I can use basically like a roti. And this looks like some sort of onion beef broth juice. And here's a khorkhor, which is like various parts of the lamb made in a bucket. You see there's a giant stone in the middle of all the meat. That's part of the cooking method. It's hot as fuck. Let's do some work. Looks like there's also a giant stone in the soup. Probably why the soup is so freaking hot and I burned my tongue, but it's really good. Cupping this to show size. Here's a closer look at the juice that I dip my meat in, and a closer look at the khorkhor, which is basically the Mongolian barbecue meat. And there's a stone that's really hot, dude. I can't pick it up. A potato. You really gotta chew this meat like 40 times. I don't want to be rude either, but I'm trying to clean the bones off. And I'm eating however everybody else is eating. Dumplings. Dip it. I kind of like this bucket because I just don't know what I'm gonna find. Like, this is kind of a big one. I finished everything but that rock. I wonder how heart disease and cholesterol, like if those are issues here any more than they are like in the West. I tried finding stuff, I couldn't really find anything significant. But I'll tell you that khorkhor, the barbecue, is probably about 10 ounces of lamb meat. And that soup, probably about 4 ounces of lamb meat. And it's all full of fat. I mean, I chose to, you know, strip off the fat. Yeah. And then the khorkhor came with like a dipping sauce, like a au jus. And like basically like the skin, the dough for the dumpling that you just use it like a roti or something. And then 2 potatoes and a carrot. None of these things had spices in it. It's just pretty much like sustenance, which I don't mind is for the experience. Generally speaking, when I'm around, you know, many of the people that are around here, there's always this smell of like boiled cooked lamb and fried bread. It's kind of like how I smell like curry anytime I visit my parents. And now I'm starting to smell like gamey meat and fried bread. And honestly, I don't mind. Yeah, no real spice. Definitely no, it's not hot, the food. I would be surprised if they put salt in the food, but you kind of dip it and stuff to give it flavor. With that said, I am gonna see about having a second dinner because I've seen a lot of Indian restaurants here and I wonder what they taste like. So let's see if it's available. Looks like there's a Mongolian head chef and a couple Indian chefs. Pineapple right there, that is interesting. Chengizi lamb in the land of Chengiz. That's kind of funny. For the love of God, I need some green vegetables, so I'm gonna get sag, which I never eat unless I'm at home at my mom-in-law's. Got about 8 ounces of chicken in here, and this is like 40 ounces of sag, man. This is huge. I'm eating the rice because I cannot get enough calories on these trips because I'm walking so much. I asked for extra spicy. I asked for chicken because I hadn't had a freaking bird in a while, so let's see if it's spicy. Wow, definitely spicy, very freaking spicy. I underestimated the spiciness this restaurant would bring, just because I thought it would be not spicy. Because it's Mongolia, I don't think that spice tolerance is high here. This is $9. Had a pretty nice setup, nicer than any restaurant in Kent, probably. And a lot of meat, dude. Shit you not, this is like 40 ounces of food. Oof. Spiciness definitely came from just dumping a lot of red chili masala into here. Something I would do. That's why I like this place, because they cook like me, kind of. I mean, better than me, because I wouldn't pay myself to make food for me. basically killed the rest of this, and this wraps up my food tour of the UB.